You know, I don't know what it is. Something about these NXT Takeover specials. Every time I watch them, I just leave with a positive vibe. I just leave with a vibe of professional wrestling where it's like, yeah, you know what? This is why I watch professional wrestling. It shows like these why I watch professional wrestling. And it's not mainly just the in-ring work that I saw tonight from Takeover R Evolution. No, it goes beyond that. It's just the presentation, the overall flow of the show, the structuring of the card. It just feels right. It just feels natural. It just feels like this is a big event. This is a big show. This show is killer. Just something about these shows just always leave me in a good vibe. Every single NXT special has just left me in a really good vibe and make me want to watch some more NXT in a week in, week out basis. Sadly, I wish NXT's weekly shows could follow this takeover format because for me personally, the NXT weekly shows are kind of bleh. I mean, you get your random tag match, you're either facing against the number one contenders or the tag team champions where the other team loses. You get your random singles Divas match that feels like any other Divas match you see in the WWE. You get your random main event where it's either Tyson Kidd versus a babyface or Sami Zayn versus a heel. So you get what I'm saying. The NXT weekly shows, they don't really deliver for me. But these takeover special events, they do such a good job at setting up the table for making you want to see more NXT and see what else the WWE is going to do. Takeover R Evolution, I thought was a great show tonight. Definitely one that I felt like I didn't waste my time watching it for 2 hours. It just flowed easy to me. It's not a perfect show. There's some stuff I didn't like, and I'll get to that first before I get to the stuff I really liked from this show. But this was actually a really great show by the WWE. Let's start with the stuff I didn't like from the show. The commentary. Okay, it's way too early for Corey Graves to be commentating a big show like this. I get it. You're trying to get him into the full WWE. I appreciate that you're doing that for him since he can no longer be an in-ring wrestler. But I just felt so many times where Corey Graves, he just felt so out of place on the commentary team. Like there's so many times where he should have spoken up, but he didn't. And there was times where he was trying to talk, but Alex Riley was making a point, so he was cutting off Alex Riley as Alex Riley was making his point. You get what I'm saying? I just felt Corey Graves wasn't commentary ready for an event like this. And then the other commentator, the dude with the glasses with the weird haircut, I don't even know his name. Oh my God. This dude was botching moves. He called a power slam a power bomb. He called the avalanche DVT a brainbuster suplex. He called Kenta's running knee, or Hideo Itami's running knee, a flying drop kick. Dude, if you don't know the name of the move, just say, "Whoa, what impact by Hideo Itami." Don't try to name the move just to show, "Oh, I'm smart in professional wrestling." No, you make yourself look like a dumbass. Seriously. Ugh. I thought the commentary was kind of off tonight. I don't know. That's just me. I didn't really dig the commentary. Not digging this whole Baron Corbin and Bull Dempsey buildup. Just being honest. Baron Corbin, he's an interesting guy to me. I mean, he needs to improve a little bit more. I mean, because when he did the snake eyes to the big boot, I was just like, ugh. Like, it was disgusting watching that because if you're going to do a move that's made famous by The Undertaker, perform it like how The Undertaker would. Because Baron Corbin and Undertaker are the same freaking size. And when you see Undertaker do the snake eyes to the big boot, you're like, ah. But when Baron Corbin did it, I was like, ugh. I know Baron Corbin's still improving, and I like that he's trying to expand his arsenal of moves. But come on, man. If you're going to perform it on a big event like TakeOver, make sure you're performing it perfectly. That's just me. That's just how I'm going to see it. Because we all know Baron Corbin's match are going to be short. If you're going to hit a high-impact move like that, make sure you're doing it right. But I'm not digging this Baron Corbin and Bull Dempsey feud. Just not digging this build at all. I don't feel like Bull Dempsey versus Baron Corbin feels like a clash of the titans. Like, you know, the movable object meaning the irresistible force. I don't feel that when I look at Bull Dempsey and freaking Baron Corbin. I see it as like the fat little kid wants to go beat up the big strong bully. That's just how I see it. I just see Bull Dempsey being that fat little kid. It's like, you know what? This big strong bully, he's entering my territory, so I got to go beat him up. That's how I feel about this feud. And that's not interesting at all because the fat kid always loses. So, not really digging this Bull Dempsey and Baron Corbin feud. The tag team title match. Oh my God. This was the same exact match as the Lucha Dragons versus the Ascension. Same exact match. Sin Cara gets beaten down for most of the match. He controls the match in the beginning, gets beaten down a little bit, makes a hot tag to Kalisto. You know, they do a flying move over the top rope, and then Kalisto hits a Saturday Soul. 1, 2, 3. It's all over. Lucha Dragons win/retain. Just felt flat, felt dull. Felt like you could have gotten a lot more out of the Vaudevillains versus the Lucha Dragons match. That's just me. That's just my thoughts on it. But what I did like about the show is how they kicked off the show and the way they announced it on the pre-show that Kevin Owens was going to be wrestling first on the card. That was a smart move by the WWE because, look, you want to get TakeOver started on the right path. You want to make sure that, you know, people are going to have their eyes on this show from beginning to end. And what better way than have the debut of Kevin Steen, now known as Kevin Owens, to kick off the show. He's a guy that a lot of people have a lot of interest in, a lot of intrigue since signing with the WWE. People are generally excited to see what this guy would do inside the WWE ring. So yeah, kick off the show with this dude. And him and CJ Parker for an enhancement match was actually really good. It did a really good job, you know, enhancing Kevin Owens. I felt Kevin Owens did a good job out of the opportunity that he got with the time that they had. And I feel CJ Parker is a really good enhancement guy. I think CJ Parker has found his niche inside the WWE. Look, he's never going to be a guy that's going to be a mid-card champion. He's never going to be a guy that will be a threat to anyone. But he's a good guy to have on the roster to enhance these other talents because I think he does a good job selling for them. And it was actually really cool that, you know, that Kevin Owens got, you know, kind of busted open the hard way because it looked really sick when he was getting really angry at CJ Parker and then he hit his, like, finishing move set. So I thought that was really, really cool and a nice little touch. So I personally liked it. I thought Kevin Owens' debut was a huge success, and I think a lot of people who have never seen Kevin Owens before were kind of impressed that this dude could do a somersault over the top rope. I mean, if you've never watched Samoa Joe in the past, you're probably like, man, this guy's like the most athletic fat guy I've ever seen. So yeah, I really like that. I also like the tag team match between Hideo Itami, Finn Balor, and the Ascension. Now I will say this. You guys know me if you've watched my channel for a long ass time. Chase Oliver is not really the biggest fan of guys 6 foot under. You guys all know this. You know, I like some of my smaller wrestlers, like Hideo Itami is one of my faves. But Finn Balor, holy fucking shit. He took it to another level tonight. He took it to that Jeff Hardy extreme times 10. If he had the hump dance that Jeff Hardy used to do, remember Jeff Hardy used to do the hump dance? Oh man, dude. This guy will be a rock star soon enough. That entrance. Chills down my spine. See, that's what I'm talking about, people, when it comes to larger than life and feeling like a character in professional wrestling. See, Finn Balor, what he lacks in the size department, he can make up for sick stuff like his damn entrance and the sick Carnage body paint that he had on. Oh my god, his entrance was just phenomenal. I just love that entrance that he pulled out. I thought it was just epic. I don't know how to explain it. His entrance was freaking epic. The Ascension's reaction to the entrance was epic. Hideo Itami's reaction to the entrance was epic. I thought it just set such high expectations for this match. That's what that entrance did. The entrance was like, oh my god, this was awesome. Now this match is going to be awesome. But I was left kind of disappointed in this match because the Lucha Dragons and the Vaudevillains, you know, they had their match earlier in the night. And if you watch that match, and you literally watch this match, they're almost the exact same way. You know, Kenta gets his ass kicked for most of the match, you know, tries to build up a comeback, and then he finally does, and he gets the hot tag, and then Balor comes in, except, you know, they went longer with the ending. They had much more cooler ending spots to make this into a good tag match between the two teams. But I was expecting a little bit more. I was expecting more back and forth action, not a slow, plodding pace match for these two men, you know, especially Hideo Itami and Finn Balor. You want to get over the fact that these guys are kind of like Daniel Bryan and get over the fact that these guys are high-octane wrestlers. And I feel like this match did a great job in doing that, but it did a great job making Finn Balor feel larger than life and be a very charismatic figure. Like, I'm on that Finn Balor hype bandwagon. Like, you can call it now. Chase Oliver's on that bandwagon of Finn Balor. That entrance was sick. That freaking made me say this guy can be a huge star in the WWE. He took it to that next level to me. He took it to that NXT level. Who got NXT? Finn Balor got NXT because he gets it. Hey, I may be short as hell, but I'll do something that makes people say, holy crap, this guy's awesome. And that entrance was that. He just needs to add the Jeff Hardy hump dance. You add that Jeff Hardy hump dance, Finn Balor, and I'll be sold. I'll be sold if you add the Jeff Hardy hump dance. But nonetheless, the tag match between Finn Balor, Hideo Itami, and Ascension was good, but it's just like a little bit disappointing. I guess I was expecting more, but it delivered to my expectations because I thought it was just going to be a good match because I figured Hideo and Finn Balor would have to carry the Ascension to a good match. Now when we get on to the two final matches, this is great stuff. It seems like the takeovers have their niche. You know how back in the day TNA had their niche, where TNA would have that great X Division title match, and that was like one of the main reasons you would watch a TNA pay-per-view, where it's like even though the main event would piss you off, or even though something happened in the tag team scene that you didn't like, or a singles guy got buried that shouldn't have gotten buried by some old WWE reject, at least TNA would have that X Division title match where it was like, it was worth watching the pay-per-view just for the X Division title match. And if there ever is a bad takeover, and I'm saying this now, they can do no wrong. Every NXT women's title match that they've had since starting with NXT Arrival has been good to fucking awesome. That's just the bottom line. You got Paige versus Emma, great match. Natalya versus Charlotte, awesome match. Charlotte versus Bayley, great match. And now you get Sasha Banks versus Charlotte to add to that list. This was a great match between the two, and I think it opened up the eyes of many people on why I like Sasha Banks, and I think Sasha Banks is really talented. I think a lot of people were starting to love the Boss after this, and just know I've been supporting Sasha Banks for a long time. I've been telling people that this girl can go and that this girl's a really wonderful talent, and if you just realize it tonight, you're welcome, because she did awesome in this match. Charlotte did awesome in this match, and I felt this was a great match between these two. It started off a little bit slow, but once it picked up, holy crud, what a great match between these two women. And it's like, WWE, if you want us to take your Divas division seriously, if you want us to buy into the Total Divas crap and make us want to see more of the Divas division, do what you do on these takeover shows. Give us matches like Charlotte versus Sasha Banks on your pay-per-views. Give these women time like you do with these NXT specials, because I guarantee it will help your Divas division. Because this NXT's Women's Championship match was freaking great to watch, and definitely one that I will go rewatch in the near future. Great match between these two women. Now it's time for the main event. The one match everyone's going to be talking about. Sami Zayn versus Adrian Neville. Woo! Woo-hoo. What a great match between these two. They told a really good story. They did a great job with the flow of the match. It wasn't like this match was like bang, 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 go, go, go. You know, it was just like these guys first started the match, absorbing the crowd reaction that the fans were giving to Sami Zayn. Then they started off with a little bit of chain wrestling. Then they went into their lower tier moves. Then to their upper tier moves. Then they went to their higher tier, higher tier signature moves. Then afterwards, they had a false submission finish. Then you have it where there's a bunch of little ref bumps that were kind of pissing me off, because I was like, really, do we need ref bumps for this match? Especially that second ref bump. If there's one knock to this match, it's that second ref bump. I thought that ref bump wasn't needed. I get it. You're trying to tell the story like, well, Sami Zayn changes morals and hit Adrian Neville with the belt. Like, I get it. You want to try to tell that story, but it's like, come on, man. Just let these two go at it the way they were going at it. We don't need these rep bumps. It's too melodramatic. Like, you could tell Triple H was booking this match, because Triple H is like, a rep bump here would be really cool. Just think about it as I grab a sledgehammer and I look up, and then Sammy's like, Hunter, you're not in the match. Oh yeah, just imagine when you grab the NXT title. You get what I'm saying? If you've seen a Triple H match, you know how melodramatic those can be. You know, it was like a little bit too melodramatic for my taste. And I like dramatic shit in wrestling, but a little bit too melodramatic, that second rep bump. But other than that, this was a great match. Sami Zayn gets to win. Right guy goes over, and Sami Zayn. You know, I was interested in the story of maybe Adrian Neville winning and, you know, turning him full on heel and then seeing where Sami Zayn would go afterwards. But hey, it was cool that Sami Zayn got his moment. And you know what? This match told me one thing. Not only did Sami Zayn shine in this match, but Adrian Neville. This man has improved so much from his days when he was Pac. Because I remember when Pac first signed with the WWE, I was saying to myself, like, yeah, you know, Pac, he'll be a good hand, but I don't see this guy as being a big level star. You know, Yeah, he had all these flips and moves that are interesting, but being a big level star, I don't know if he can do that. But the way Adrian Neville wrestled this match tonight, he showed to me this guy can be a big level star as long as the WWE is willing to make him into a big level star. Because the fact that he played it off very well as a heel and the way that he was interacting with the crowd, the way that he told the story in this match, I felt he just took himself to the NXT level, the next level. So I really was enamored with what Adrian Neville was doing. You know, Sami Zayn will be the guy everyone talks about. You know, this is his moment, him winning the NXT title. But I'll feel like it's injustice if I don't give Adrian Neville his prop and his respect of doing a great job playing the heel in this match and the way he controlled the crowd in this match and the way he told the story in this match. I felt Adrian Neville was also phenomenal tonight in this match. But the main thing is that Sami Zayn won. The celebration was awesome. I love the. I don't know. I don't know why I thought it was fucking hilarious, but I love when Sami Zayn was going for the handshake. Adrian Neville just kicks his hand, and I was like, oh fuck. And then he gives a big ol' hug. I don't know why I thought it was hilarious, but I thought that was pretty damn cool. But I bet you everyone knows what the coolest part of this is. I didn't think the WWE would go down this route. You know, even with NXT, where they have a good track record. I didn't think WWE would go down this route because normally the WWE nowadays is very timid. They don't like to push newer guys to the top right away. But the WWE is doing the right decision here because after the whole celebration of Sami Zayn finally becoming the NXT champion, overcoming all these demons, you know, finally winning the big match, something Sami Zayn couldn't do in his career, he finally does it. And Kevin Owens comes out, hugs him. Everyone's all celebrating. And then Kevin Owens is going to walk with Sami Zayn back up the rim. And then Owens is like, screw you, bitch. You have what I want. And takes out Sami Zayn. And I just was like, oh my God. NXT is out ROHing ROH. You know, NXT is saying, hey, ROH, you know what you did wrong back in 2012? You were trying to push like or 2011. You were trying to push Davey Richards, Eddie Edwards, and all these other dumbasses when you should have really been having the feud between El Generico and Kevin Steen for the ROH World title. Yeah, we're going to steal that feud, put it under WWE rules, and have it for the NXT title like you should have done in ROH. They're pretty much just taking the ROH feud and making it better. That's what the WWE is doing. They're making this feud better. Will the match quality be as vicious as they were in ROH? Hell no. Not under the WWE banner. But you can't deny that WWE is doing the right decision for having a Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens feud for the NXT belt. This is the right decision. This is the right move you have to make. And this is a move that makes Kevin Owens even more legit because, you know, yeah, he won his first match here on NXT, but hell, way to make this guy even more of an impact star by having him go after the champion right away. That's awesome to me. You know, that is just awesome to me. And it just shows why I have more faith in NXT because they can do this. They can take a new guy who just debuted and make him feel like a big deal right away, just like that. I can't snap right now because I hurt my thumb. Went to the batting cage today and frick, it hurts like hell. But you get what I'm saying. Can't snap, but they do it. They did it right away, and that's good. It's good to make stars feel big and important on their debut. It's good to sometimes over push a guy and make them into a star on their first night. And that's what they did with Kevin Owens. Not only did they make Sami Zayn look like a good star here tonight, not only did Adrian Neville look like a star, not only did Finn Balor look like a star, Sasha Banks, Charlotte, the list can go on and on. Everyone felt important on this show, minus the Illusion Dragons. That's what I liked about this show. Do I think it's the best TakeOver event? No, I think the first one is still the best. Not a rival, but, you know, the first TakeOver with Tyson Kidd versus Adrian Neville as the main event. I still think that's the best one. But overall satisfaction and and getting me excited for NXT for the weeks to come, this show was great. I don't know what else I have to say about this show. I just thought it was a great show. Good luck, WWE TLC, trying to top this shit. But what did you guys think about NXT Takeover R Evolution? Did you guys like it like me, or were you guys on the fence about it? Comment down below your thoughts on this show. If you guys like this channel, subscribe down below. Give this video a big old thumbs up. Follow me on Twitter at ChaseOliver68. I'll see you all tomorrow for the Q&A. Peace.